Hey guys, it's Mr. Fernando. I'm going to go ahead and go through arithmetic sequences in case you're absent, or in this case, Ms. Kawabata's class. So, what is an arithmetic sequence? An arithmetic sequence is a set of numbers where you are going, for example, like right here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. It's a consistent set of numbers where their difference between each number is the same, right? So you're adding 5 each time, or if you get 12, 15, 17, you're adding 3 each time. It's a set of numbers where it's very consistent. What's the point of them, or what we're doing today? Let's say, for example, I gave you guys this set of numbers, right? This is an arithmetic sequence. You know this because it's adding 5 each time. And right here I have, well that just went away. I have 5 numbers. So I have 5 terms currently. Term 1, term 2, term 3, term 4, term 5. So a question you might receive is, what's the 47th term in this sequence, right? You could brute force it. You could write all the numbers out and get to the 47th number. Or I'm going to show you guys the equation that we use so that you can figure it out. So just going over definition again, arithmetic sequence. An arithmetic sequence is a sequence of numbers that have a consistent difference. Constant or consistent. So again, 5, 10, 15, 20. You could also go backwards. It could go down, and that is going to be important. So you could have 100, 95, 90, 85, in which case the difference is -5, or you're subtracting 5 each time. So common difference is what I just said. What are you adding each time, or what are you taking away each time? Added or subtracted each time. So to get to the formula, I do want to kind of just show like the background of like how this comes from. So we have a new set of numbers, right? We have the numbers 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19. The common difference, right, is a +3. I'm adding 3 every single time. And the way that you can kind of find these terms, and like I'm going to use the ones that we already know, like we already see the numbers right there, right? But let's say I wanted that third term. Again, I know it's 10. What you can do is use your very first number in the sequence, and you can use your knowledge of what the difference is. And the way we can do this, right, is for this third term, if you take the very first number of the sequence and you add it to, since I want the third term, right, that is 2 terms after the first one, so it is 2 times the difference, because again, it is that difference of 3 is 2 more times past the first term. So you'd have 4 plus 2 times 3 would give you, 2 times 3 is 6, and it'd give you 10. And so like this right here, I'm gonna do it one more time, is kind of like the beginning of the formula. So again, if I want my 4th term, you take the very first term and you multiply it by 3, because it's 3 after that first term. So that'd be 4 plus 3 times 3, which would be 4 plus 9, which would give you 13. And oh my goodness, right? It follows that pattern. So if we want the nth term, or like the mystery term, right? This is the formula. I would say, like, if you didn't watch anything before in the video, this is the formula that we're using. Formula being your mystery term. So let's say in a second, I want to know what the 25th term in a sequence is, right? That's where this would go. N stands for the term. Your mystery term is equal to your very first term, so kind of like what we were doing up here, plus the term that you want, -1, times the difference. And again, that's really similar to what we were doing up here, right? Your very first term plus 1 underneath what the term you want to know times your difference. So this is the formula, right? First term is A1. N stands for the term you want. And D stands for the difference, or the difference. Definitely going past the 5-minute mark, but I'm gonna do it twice using this formula, just so you guys have an example. So in this case, right, I'm gonna write the formula again. AN is equal to A1 plus N minus 1 times D. In this case, in this sequence right here, I have 14, 11, 8, 5, so I'm minusing 3 each time. So let's say I want to know the 50th term. So that 50 is going to go right here for the n, and it's going to go right here in the equation. My first term is going to go right here. So I'm going to start filling this in. A50 is equal to 14, or my first term, plus I want to know the 50th minus 1 times my d, or my difference. So my difference here would be a -3. And from here, just kind of start solving. 50 minus 1 is 49. 49 times 3 would give me -147. And so I have A50 is equal to 14 plus 14 plus -147. So my final answer is A50 is equal to -133. Okay, I'm gonna do it one last final time, and then I'm gonna kind of just leave it there. So let's say this is my set of numbers, right? I have the numbers 8, 16, 24, and 32, right? So I know that I need to know what number in the sequence do I want. So I'm gonna find A25. So I'm gonna start filling in that equation. A25. I need the very first term, in which case this is 8. So I'm going to put the 8 right at the beginning. I'm adding the term that I want, which case is 25 minus 1. And I'm multiplying it by my difference, in which case I'm adding 8 each time. So my difference is 8. So solve from here. A25 is equal to 25 minus 1 would be 24. 24 times 8 would give me 192. 8 plus 192 would then give me A25 is equal to 200. That's your formula. So that's just using the formula. Again, it helps you find whatever number in any sequence as long as it's a consistent or an arithmetic sequence. I'm just going to end off with showing this again. Again, things you need to know. First term, the term that you want, and the difference between each term. That term or the difference can be negative or positive.